Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this is my August 2019 update. I am out here in my Cattleya section because I have some blooms that I want to show you. So my Cattleya just opened a few days ago and I've got some pretty flowers. So this one right here I have no ID for. I did get her at one of the shows in one of those little baggies, and she's in bloom. I'm so excited. So she's very fragrant. She's magenta and yellow. I've got another bud next to her, and I've got another flower. So like I said, I have no IDs, but she is in bloom. So that's all that's in bloom right here in my Cattleya section. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna show you everything, and I'm also gonna tell you guys that here in South Florida we're expecting a hurricane soon. Hopefully we won't get a direct hit, but it's definitely covering all of Florida right now. Today is Thursday. By Monday we should be getting something, some type of storm, whether it's hurricane or hurricane conditions or something's going on. I haven't seen today's advisory. It's still very early, so I really haven't followed up. As far as last night at 11 p.m. we were just Florida was in the cone of the hurricane's path, and we were actually all of Florida was in it. So not sure where it's gonna go in the next few days, but definitely we need to start preparing, kind of thinking about what's gonna happen with all of my orchids that are mounted, especially if you guys have mounted orchids and you're in South Florida. You do need to be careful, because even if the hurricane doesn't hit us directly, we're still going to get some of the outer skirts, which can cause some damage. So this is going to be my August update. I will follow up with other videos, especially if we're going to get close. I just want to go over what I normally do when I start getting hurricanes, but I will cover that in later videos. This one's I'm going to just give you my August update. A little bit stressful, a little bit stressed out, and a little bit sad, because I don't want to lose any of these beautiful blooms that I have going on, which is normally what happens. Not too worried about my orchids that are very attached. They've been through storms before, unless it becomes a very strong hurricane, and then I don't know, I might lose the whole palm, the whole tree. But as far as if it's a smaller storm, I've had smaller storms before that do not damage my orchids. So definitely the blooms most likely will fly away. So hopefully this is not the last time that I get to share these blooms with you, but we will see. So my dendrobiums are still in bloom. I'm gonna walk around my yard and show you everything that I have and everything that's in bloom. My Sherry baby is still in bloom. Now it kind of makes me sad to lose these blooms in storms. I mean, I don't even want to think about that. So let's just take a walk and see what we have. So my Emma Van de Venture is growing what looks to be, or what probably is, a keiki. Look at this, you guys. This I just discovered right now. It was hidden in there, and now it has a keiki growing. So that's exciting. Nothing's been happening with that, with this Vanda in a little bit, but she has been growing nonstop. My Renanthera has a spike. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm sorry if this video is going to be a little bit depressing, but I'm a little bit sad. I mean, I don't want to lose any of these blooms, or any of these new spikes that, especially on this Renanthera. This one has never spiked before, and now look at this beautiful spike, and we get a storm and I'm going to lose it. I mean, there is bigger things to worry about. I mean, of course, my children, my family, my home, everything comes before my orchids. But, I can protect those indoors. I don't know how I'm going to protect these out here. But anyways, right here I have my Dendrobium antelope, which has never done much. And now I have these beautiful growths. I've got 1 and 2. Now I do have, like I told you guys, most of my dendrobiums on my palms, which I did mount recently, and I still have a few just hanging out that I haven't gotten to, like that Dendrobium antelope. This red over here, I haven't mounted it yet. Here are my Dendrobium nobles. And then I mounted this Dendrobium too. And I have, look at how peculiar this is. So I've got a keiki on this Dendrobium, which is starting to bloom, and it's a tiny keiki that just formed. So that's exciting. You guys, this is making me very sad. It really is. I mean, I have so much growth and so much happening out here. Here are my fowls. That just thinking that in a few days they might be blown away is just it's just making me very sad right now. There I've got my hanging orchids. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with all of these orchids. Like I said, I mean, whatever's established, I'm not too worried about, because like I said, they've been through storms before and they've survived. And that's a tiny fowl. Now this one, look at this tree. Look at all these blooms on this tree. This Dendrobium. Look at those new growths. Beautiful Dendrobium tree in bloom. And I'm gonna walk down here, see what's going on. There's my gumbo limbo. And that one's doing good. And then under my oak tree where I keep my catasetums. And these definitely all have to come off. And they do have to come down before the weather starts getting bad. I don't want to be out here when we're starting to get storm conditions. But my catasetums are getting huge. Look at that. Look at this one's grown recently. So these are my catasetums and my vandas. Now let's move under my terrace so I can show you what's in bloom there. And my goodness, I'm sorry that this video is a little bit sad, but I am sad just thinking about that. Let's see, with Irma, I did have to remove, I think this one was in bloom during Irma, and I did have to remove her and bring her inside. So I removed her and I reattached her. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna remove them. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, depending on the strength of the hurricane or what we get, I might not remove anything from my palms. Because like I said before, they do well. Last hurricane, which was 2 years ago, I think I removed actually these two that were in bloom back September of 2017. I mean, I remember, I'm gonna look back in my archives. I'm probably not gonna add it to this video because this is gonna be one of those point and shoot and upload. I'm not gonna edit this video like I do the other ones. I don't have time, I have to go to work, which is why I haven't been on much. I've had to work this whole week, and I have to work also next week. So I probably won't be on as much during the week. I'll probably try to make it up to you guys during the weekend. But anyways, these two, I believe were the same ones that I had to remove with Irma. And when we got hit with that hurricane, and I removed it, and they were okay. I reattached them after the storm, and now they're in bloom again. But we'll see. I'll have to see how we're gonna get affected by this storm, and maybe these will come off. If you're thinking of removing some of your orchids from your palms, just pay attention. Pay attention to how how, you know, if the hurricane is gonna hit you and how strong, because you might not have to remove the actual orchid from the tree. I mean, you will lose the blooms, but I think that they're on that very secure and they won't have to be removed actually from the tree. But that's something that is a personal preference. I don't want to tell you don't remove it and then you lose it. So just, you know, play by ear, see how strong the orchid is on the palm. Like these here are very, very secure. So I'm not too worried about the actual plant flying away unless it's a very strong storm. I will definitely lose these beautiful blooms, which, you know, makes me sad. But as long as I don't lose the actual orchid, I'm okay. I mean, but you just have to kind of play it by ear. We'll see how strong this hurricane is, and what kind of hit we get. So all right, so all these that I have, for sure I have to bring them down, and I'm gonna have to put them inside my home. Everything that's under my terrace, everything that's outside, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. So my heaven sent right over here started to bloom. There you go. So that's exciting. Let me get all these little bamboo sticks from here. Sorry, I have these here for a project and they just all fell. So heaven sent is in bloom. Right over there, it's got two beautiful spikes. So these are easy. The ones that I have hanging, of course, are just gonna move into a bathroom until the storm passes. And here is my cattleya section. I mean, my cattleya section, you guys. It's crazy. I can't even speak. All right, so my brassavola is almost. This one's already dropping. I've got a fresh bloom over here, and another one that's about to open over here. I have come out at night and smelled these, and I do not detect such a small fragrance from these. Just something very, very faint, not unlike my other brassavolas. This is the lime sherbet with a brassavola nodosa. So maybe this cross is not as strong. I'm not sure. At least for me, when I come here at nighttime, I do not detect her very much. And this beautiful blooms, but not as fragrant as I expected. I've got my little orange Vanda here. Now this one is a beauty, and this is definitely gonna be my orchid of the month this month. It was between this one and my Renanthera, which I love, but I was just blown away by the fragrance on this Rincon Stylist Vanda Cross. Her waxy leaves are amazing, and she's very, very, very fragrant, and she gave me 2 flower spikes. So this one here this is her tag. I can't read it. It's a Rincon Stylist Vanda Cross Ko-Marie Bang Jong. So Rincon Stylist Vanda with a Ko-Marie Bang Jong is her name, and she is a beauty. I've got my Desionana, or my Desionana still in bloom. Let's see, and I've got almost this one open. This is my Peggy Roth right over here, and her blooms. Let's see if I can get her. Her blooms are just about starting to open. If you're catching her an upside down, look at her, because that bloom there is upside down, but she's starting to bloom. That's a Peggy, the Bolera Peggy Ruth Carpenter Morning Glory. I've got 2 more spikes. This is my Vanda. You guys, I can't see your tag. It's all the way up there. So this is my Vanda Golden Doubloon, and she's always in spike. Gives me a ton of spikes, and now she's got 2. She's got 1 and 2. That's a beautiful one. That's the one that my kids gave me 2 Mother's Day ago, and it blooms nonstop. I've got spikes on this Alicera, which haven't opened yet, which I thought by now they would already be open, so I can share with you. I guess it's gonna happen in September. And what else do we have going on? Okay, so we do have fresh blooms over here. This is a first time I see her. She must have bloomed this morning. So this is my zygo. This is my Zygolum Rain Clown. And she just opened. And I'm expecting, let's see, there's got 1 bud and 2 more buds. So she should have a total of 4. And they're very fragrant, beautiful blooms. And this is my Zygolum Rain Clown. And this is, let me just show you her tag really quick. Yeah, Zygolum Rain Clown. So she's very beautiful. I've got a catasetum that's spiking up. That's about to bloom. Guys, it's so early I can't even get my words correct. All right, my Bolera Marfitch Select. This bloom just opened. And this is the Bolera Marfitch Select, and she's the one inside my decorative pot. Now I've got 3 flower spikes on her. And I have, let's see, I have another Cattleya here from Carmela, which just opened. Look at this beauty. And she smells amazing. Now, I had told you guys, and she's got 4 beautiful blooms on her, that I do have a Cattleya like this attached, because when I looked her up and I got her, the tag resembled very much what I had. So this is her tag. It's a BLC High Singing Greenworth NN. She is not identical to the one that I have, so it's a totally different Cattleya, but she's very, very similar as far as the colors go. The blooms on this one are a little bit smaller than the one that I have. The one that I have probably is the size of my hand. So, but very fragrant. Look at that lip. I love the corners right here that have that white. It's just so pretty. So that just opened. 4 blooms on her. I got her in my box that I got with Carmela. This one is just about to start opening any day now. This is an Oncidium, and this is my Oncidium. Let's see what her name is. Oncidium Rosy Sunset. I love it. She is just with so many. Look at that. I'm gonna back up so you can see. Look at look at all of these spikes and all of these blooms. That's just beautiful. I can't wait to get the flowers on that one. So that's pretty awesome. I've got my mini phals down here, which are still giving me tons of flowers. This is my Bellina. Yep. I mean, I've got there, and this one is still open. All right, so now it's time for my Vandas. All right, they're my Nusmas, which are doing fantastically. Now, all of these will all be moved, like I said. You know, once I start getting the hurricane storms, or the storm starts getting closer, every single one of these orchids, and I'm sorry, my terrace is a mess, but every single one orchid here is going to go inside. The ones here, and everything that's in the pots and everything that's hanging over there on that tree, and what's hanging on under my oak tree, my gumbo limbo, everything's going inside. The only ones that I'm so worried and so sad about are my Sherry Baby, my Dendrobiums, my Vandas that are attached, like my Emma Van de Venture. Those I am very worried about, because there's no way that you can protect them unless you remove them, and I don't know if I'm gonna remove them. Like I said, we're gonna play that by ear, and I will keep everybody posted. But back to this, I've got my Vandas, which are growing. I have a bloom. They've already been sprayed with my thiamine. I should probably spray it before the weekend to give it another spray. Now these I'm gonna take off definitely from here and bring them inside one of my bathrooms. So. That's gonna be fun. And my Renanthera is still doing beautiful. And I do have to get out here and pick everything up, pressure clean. It's gonna be a very, very busy weekend, you guys. Not sure what we're gonna expect. Like I said, all of South Florida, be careful. Everybody that's in the path of this Hurricane Dorian, my prayers, and hoping that you guys don't get a direct hit. and that hopefully this hurricane will disappear. I will come out here this weekend. I'm gonna do a video and show you exactly what I'm gonna do to my orchids on my palms. And like I said, I'm just gonna sit here and pick up and do what I can to get prepared, but not sure what's gonna happen with these guys. I mean, there's no way I can remove that Nobel from there. Her roots are way too thin, and I will just, I don't know. So this video is not as happy as I wanted it to be. I'm sorry. I am a little bit nervous, a little bit stressed out, and that we're gonna get probably, you know, another hurricane or hurricane conditions this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope, like I said, if you're in the path or if you're anywhere near the hurricane, just stay safe, and I hope everything is okay with your plants, your family, everybody. I mean, just stay safe, and I'm gonna follow up with another video. I will be home this weekend, so I will be able to take footage of anything that goes on, and I do want to share that with you, so stay tuned with that. And that's it, you guys. Let's hope that we don't get hit with any of these horrible hurricanes and that they do disappear, at least the one that's coming towards us. So have a safe weekend. Thank you for watching. My voice is a little bit because I'm a little bit yes, I'm a little bit nervous and sad and all that, but again, thank you guys for watching. Any comments below, leave me if you have any questions and any comments, concerns. And that's it, you guys. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.